What is up, superfans? I'm Matt Stockholm, and this is another edition of The Quantum Corner. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below. That will get you into our giveaway, and I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. Quick shout out to Facebook's group, I Freaking Love Comics. They have a Marvel, a DC, and an indie group. Guys, check these groups out. They're amazing. You meet cool people there. I've gotten involved with so many different conversations and just hooked up with different people and connected over different comics. It's really been awesome, so definitely check it out. Okay, so for today's video, I'm going to do something a little different. Basically, yesterday I was walking with my daughter. If you guys have watched my videos enough, you've seen little Joelle. We do a lot together. She's been in my videos. So we were going kind of on one of our little walks up to the store, and there's this hole in the wall, kind of like thrift shop, I guess. And it was one of those things I think every comic collector dreams of walking in this old little ma-pa kind of store and seeing a stack of old comics sitting on the table. So I was kind of like, oh. So I just was able to take kind of a quick glance, and some of these were pretty rough shape. I mean, some better than others, but I got a pretty good deal. Basically, I paid $10 for the whole box, and I'm just going to show a couple of the stacks. This is a smaller stack. There's Marvel, there's some different ones in there. There's a bunch of Archie and Jughead. So what I'm going to do when I actually get to running through these, because there's a lot and trying to do it pull list style would take forever. So I'm going to actually jump camera angles on you guys here in a second, and I'm just going to kind of shuffle right through them. So let me know what you guys think. Was it worth getting these? If you see anything specific that you know is worth something or is really valuable or something to hold on to, definitely let me know. I've checked a few things here. I didn't see nothing too crazy, you know, gold mine wise, but I haven't gone through all of them, and I don't know anything about the Archie and Jughead stuff. So I'm going to jump into it. I'm just going to kind of work through these quick, guys, so just take a glance. Some of these are in pretty rough shape. There's some that are a little better than others. They definitely got some water damage. As you can see, this one's missing the cover. It's Spider-Man, Sandman, Mutants. But I mean, there's anywhere from 10, 20 cent variety, upwards 30 cent, 50 cent. There's an Alpha Flight. That one's actually in pretty decent shape. There's some of these Avengers ones at 50 cent. Issue 211. They range everywhere from late silver to early bronze. There's a 35 cent Avenger. So again, this is a Captain America. When I searched this yesterday, it sounded like it said the death of Peggy Carter, and there's Sharon Carter right on the cover. So I thought this could maybe be something. It's not in great condition, but it's not one of the worst ones. There's some older Hulk ones, but they got a lot of damage to them. This one's not in too bad a shape. Giant size Marvel triple action. I don't know, something like that look kind of cool. A Marvel collector's item. So again, if you guys see anything, Superhero Contest of Champions, that you're like, hey dude, that is gold, definitely put that up and save it. I would much appreciate it. I am not versed in all the older comics. When you're talking key stuff like Fantastic Four and first appearances, Galactus, the Silver Surfer, things like that. Obviously, old Tales of Suspense or Journey into the Mystery, or, you know, some of those really well-known ones of old Amazing Spider-Mans. You know, anything I know from Spider-Man, the first series, I want to say under 300, even over issue 300, I know. Some of the ones like Cletus Cassidy, first appearance is like 345, which is not a super expensive issue, but it's gaining value. And I think with some of these in the movies, especially like when Fantastic Four movies get done by the MCU, I think a lot of their comics are going to go up even more. X-Men, all these things, when they start coming to the MCU, I've seen it already with books that really didn't have a lot of value, that almost overnight, because of the movies. I like this one, Spider-Man and Iron Man, Marvel Comics team up. I just thought that was cool. Those are two of my favorite characters of all time. So pretty much Iron Man, Spider-Man, Cap, Wolverine. Those are probably my I have to say top 4 for Marvel anyways. There's Spider-Man, Daredevil, it's Electro on the cover. Sorry guys, hopefully I'm not going too slow. Peter Parker and the Spectacular Spider-Man. Trying to give everybody a chance to see these, but hopefully I'm not going too slow. Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man, there's quite a few of these in there. And some of them you can see the covers and the corners are pretty bad shape, the spines are pretty bad. There's definitely got some must. Now this one looks pretty cool. Marvel Team Ups the Shroud. So again, if you guys have any knowledge on some of these, definitely shoot it in the comments. I would really appreciate it if you know anything about these books. There's also some other, when I get to the Archie books, and then there's these like this Jungle Action, some like kind of weird titles from Marvel that could be rare maybe. There's Fantastic Four, At Last the Wedding of Crystal and Pietro, World's Greatest Moments, Fantastic Four, Ultron. So sorry, go on focus there for a minute. Looking at the thing and not the camera. Okay, Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Power Man, Daredevil. You know, hopefully I'm not moving those around too much. I'm just trying to give you guys a little variation. Order numbers. Marvel, Tales starring Spider-Man, Spider-Man the Killer, it says down at the bottom. Amazing Spider-Man. See, some of these I saw like Amazing Spider-Man 173, and I thought, oh, is that first age? But I think it may be like, I don't know if it's a second series, I'll have to investigate, but I think the year on it is, well, that's just 77, so definitely. And then this one I thought was really cool, Marvel Comics Fantastic Four featuring Annihilus. So I didn't know, I mean, from when I looked up, if it was in good condition, it may be worth a little something. But if I'm wrong, let me know. Okay, now there's these other titles. I'm going to spin through a little faster. Jungle Action, number 1, 20 cents. Crystal, or the Saga of Crystal Warrior, number 2. The Heir of Frankenstein, missing a cover. Indiana Jones, number 2. Shogun Warriors, looks like number 20, 50 cents. James Bond, For Your Eyes Only, number 1, 50 cents. And then there's these Dragon Slayer. I don't know what that is. I feel like I've heard of it. So again, guys, shoot it down in the comments if you know anything. I would much appreciate the help. Okay, and that's pretty much for the oddball ones that I saw. And then there's a bunch of these variations of Jughead and Archie and different spin-off things. So. And I know some of these vary from like the 60s, 70s. I was actually able to peel one of those price tag stickers. I could probably try for these ones too. Betty, Veronica, everything's Archie. And I mean, you know, they're not, some are in that like horrible shape, but a lot of them are pretty roughed up, especially at this, you know, spine, and some of the covers are missing pieces. There's definitely some must. And if you guys know any tricks to getting rid of the must in comic books, I would much appreciate that. Again, down in the comments, because I'm not really sure what to do with them, other than seal them up in something and tuck them away and see if in 20, 30 years they become something, at least some of them maybe. But I know this Archie stuff was pretty popular for a while. So, that Betty and me, I don't know if there's anything here. Pat, Loud Pat, Betty and Veronica, and then this is, I think, a compilation of, oh yeah, that one's just folded, okay, Betty and Veronica, and I don't know, that one could very well be missing stuff. Most of the ones that are there are pretty much intact. I mean, some of these, like, just don't have the cover, like that one. And then there's just a bunch of loose pieces and chunks, which you never know. But alright guys, well that's it for my rundown of the thrift store comic haul. Definitely let me know what you guys thought about the haul, about the video. Was it worth spending the 10 bucks? Anything special in there? Also guys, be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing some comic reviews, a lot more coming up here. So I was actually going to work on that first today, but I decided to do this. But I'm going to start banging out a bunch more reviews because I really want to push the good comics that I'm reading out there. And if I can inspire you guys to check them out, or you can tell me about the stuff you're reading, that's really all good stuff. So Alright, in a nutshell, that's it. So thanks for watching so much, guys. I really appreciate it. I really do. All you guys who are watching all the time, continually supporting me, commenting, I really, really appreciate it. So for the Quantum Corner, stay super, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe.